The moment you wake up, your mind is like a blank canvas. What you choose to paint on it will determine how your entire day unfolds. If you allow negativity, doubt, or hesitation to take control early in the morning, those thoughts will multiply, shaping your attitude, your decisions, and your energy. On the other hand, if you consciously feed your mind with focus, determination, and confidence, you set a powerful foundation for everything that follows. The way you think in the first few moments of your day has a direct impact on your actions, emotions, and the results you achieve. Think about how easy it is for a single negative thought to derail your entire mood. If you wake up feeling sluggish and immediately tell yourself, today is going to be stressful, you've already surrendered. Your brain begins searching for stress, expecting problems, and reacting to challenges with frustration instead of resilience. Your perspective becomes clouded, making even small inconveniences feel overwhelming. But when you flip the script and say, I am in control of this day, I will handle whatever comes my way, you activate a different level of mental strength. Suddenly, problems become manageable and obstacles feel like opportunities to prove your strength. Your mindset is more than just a collection of thoughts. It's the fuel that drives your actions. A confident, determined mind leads to bold decisions. A fearful, hesitant mind creates excuses. When you wake up with a mindset that says, I am powerful, I am capable, I am ready, you naturally begin to act like it. Your posture changes, your voice carries more authority, and your decisions reflect purpose rather than doubt. Success doesn't start with luck or talent. It starts with the internal belief that you are built for something greater. One of the most powerful things about mindset is that it influences what you notice throughout the day. A negative thinker will see obstacles everywhere. People standing in their way, bad luck, unfair circumstances. A strong, positive thinker will see solutions, chances to grow, and moments to rise above challenges. It's not that their situations are different. It's that their perspectives shape how they react. When you train your mind to expect opportunities, you naturally attract them. Your brain starts working in your favor, guiding you to choices that align with success instead of defeat. Many people don't realize that mindset is a habit, just like anything else. If you let your mind wander into negativity every morning, it becomes second nature. You start waking up expecting the worst without even realizing it. But if you take control, if you actively feed your mind with strength, focus, and confidence every single morning, eventually it becomes automatic. You won't have to force yourself to think positively. It will be the only way you know how to think. That's the power of repetition and consistency. Your brain is a muscle, and the more you train it, the stronger it gets. Your emotions are deeply tied to your thoughts, which is why controlling your mindset is crucial. When you wake up feeling discouraged, it's easy to spiral. One negative thought leads to another, and soon you've convinced yourself that the entire day is doomed. But when you take a moment to redirect your thinking, when you deliberately remind yourself that you are in control, that today holds opportunity, that your actions matter, you shift your emotional state. Suddenly, you feel more motivated, you feel ready. And that energy carries into everything you do, from the way you speak to the way you handle challenges. Even science backs this up. Studies have shown that your thoughts influence your brain chemistry, which in turn affects your mood, energy levels, and performance. When you start your day with empowering thoughts, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel more alert, focused, and driven. But when you begin with negativity, stress hormones take over, making it harder to stay productive and resilient. This is why successful people prioritize their morning mindset. They understand that their first thoughts act as a domino effect for everything. The truth is, you don't need perfect circumstances, an easy path, or external motivation to have a great day. You just need the right mindset. No matter what happens, no matter what challenges arise, your attitude determines how you handle them. The morning is your chance to take charge, to set the direction, and to build the momentum that will carry you forward. Every great success story is built on a foundation of struggle, hardship, and perseverance. The strongest people in history, the ones who have made a lasting impact, are not those who had an easy path, but those who faced adversity head on and refused to break. Challenges are not barriers meant to stop you. They are tests designed to shape you, sharpen you, and push you beyond your limits. Without resistance, there is no growth. Without hardship, there is no strength. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to build the kind of resilience that cannot be taught, only earned. When you encounter a challenge, you are given two choices: retreat or rise. Many people let difficulties discourage them, convincing themselves that they are incapable or unlucky. But those who understand the power of challenges see them differently. They know that every obstacle is a chance to improve, to develop new skills, and to prove their own strength. The struggle is never about the situation itself. It's about how you respond to it. Challenges reveal who you truly are and force you to become someone even greater. Think about the process of building muscle. If you lift the same light weights over and over, your body never changes. Strength only comes from pushing beyond your comfort zone, from tearing down muscle fibers so they can rebuild stronger. The same principle applies to your mind, your character, and your life. The harder the challenge, the more you are forced to adapt, learn, and grow. People who never face difficulties remain weak because they have never been tested. But those who embrace struggle become unshakable, capable of handling anything life throws at them. Failure is a necessary part of growth. Many people fear failure so much that they avoid challenges altogether, choosing the safe path to avoid discomfort. But in doing so, they rob themselves of the chance to become stronger. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a step toward it. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Every setback builds resilience, and every rejection pushes you closer to your breakthrough. The most successful people are not those who never fail. They are those who fail repeatedly and refuse to quit. Challenges also expose weaknesses, and that is a gift. When everything is going smoothly, it's easy to believe you have everything figured out. But when hardship strikes, you are forced to confront your limitations. Maybe you realize you lack patience, discipline, or strategic thinking. Maybe you see areas where you need to improve. These realizations are not meant to discourage you. They are meant to guide you. A challenge is like a mirror, reflecting back the parts of yourself that need strengthening. Instead of running from these truths, use them as fuel to become better. The mindset you bring to challenges determines whether they break you or build you. If you see difficulties as unfair, overwhelming, or impossible, you will feel defeated before you even start. But if you shift your perspective and see them as necessary stepping stones, you gain power over them. Every great achievement in life requires overcoming something difficult. No one becomes a champion without facing losses. No one becomes a leader without enduring setbacks. No one becomes wise without making mistakes. Struggle is the price of greatness, and those who are willing to pay it are the ones who rise above the rest. Separate those who only talk about success from those who actually achieve it. Many people have dreams, but the moment things get hard, they give up. They tell themselves the challenge is too big, that they are not meant for it. But the truth is, challenges do not block the path. They are the path. The ones who keep pushing despite failure, rejection, and difficulty are the ones who reach the top. Every challenge you overcome puts you in a different category, one where only the strongest, most persistent individuals exist. Shortcut to strength. You cannot buy it, fake it, or wish for it. It is built through experience, through facing adversity, and refusing to back down. The more challenges you endure, the stronger you become. The world does not reward those who avoid difficulty. It rewards those who conquer it. Your entire life is shaped by how you see yourself. The way you walk, talk, think, and act is a direct reflection of your self-worth. If you believe you are valuable, capable, and deserving of good things, you will carry yourself with confidence, set higher standards, and refuse to settle for less than you deserve. But if you doubt your worth, you will hesitate, accept less, and shrink in moments when you should be standing tall. Everything, your success, relationships, and happiness, starts with how much you believe in your own value. Many people seek validation from others, hoping that someone will prove their worth to them. They wait for compliments, approval, or recognition before they allow themselves to feel important. But true self-worth cannot come from the outside. It must come from within. If you rely on others to tell you that you matter, you will always be at their mercy, constantly chasing external validation that may never come. But when you decide for yourself that you are enough, no one can take that away from you. Self-worth is not about arrogance or thinking you are better than others. It is about recognizing your intrinsic value, knowing that you do not have to prove yourself to anyone. Too often, people measure their worth by their achievements, appearance, or social status. But these things are temporary and ever-changing. True self-worth is not based on what you have or what you do. It is based on who you are. You are worthy simply because you exist, and nothing can change that. One of the biggest signs of low self-worth is settling for less than you deserve. Whether it's in relationships, career choices, or personal goals, people who do not value themselves often accept situations that make them unhappy. They tolerate disrespect, stay in toxic environments, and hold back from chasing their dreams because they do not believe they are capable of more. But when you know your worth, you stop entertaining things that do not serve you. You walk away from what drains you and make space for what empowers you. The way you allow others to treat you is a reflection of how you treat yourself. If you constantly put yourself last, doubt your abilities, or speak negatively about yourself, the world will mirror that back to you. People will treat you based on the energy you give off. But when you set strong boundaries, demand respect, and refuse to accept anything less than what you deserve, the world adjusts. You teach others how to treat you by showing them how you treat yourself. Affects the risks you are willing to take. People with low self-worth often hold themselves back, afraid of failure, rejection, or embarrassment. They tell themselves they are not smart enough, talented enough, or worthy enough to chase bigger things. But those who know their worth do not wait for permission to go after what they want. They understand that they are just as capable as anyone else, and that they deserve to pursue their goals without hesitation. Confidence does not come from success. Success comes from confidence, and confidence comes from knowing your worth. Building self-worth takes time and effort. It requires unlearning negative beliefs, breaking free from toxic patterns, and actively choosing to see yourself in a better light. It means celebrating your strengths, forgiving your mistakes, and reminding yourself daily that you are enough. It is not always easy, especially if you have spent years doubting yourself. But the more you practice self-respect and self-love, the stronger your sense of worth becomes. And once you truly embrace your value, your entire life changes. Your choices, your mindset, and your future all rise to meet the level of your belief in yourself. Self-worth is the foundation of everything. It determines what you accept, how you show up in the world, and how far you allow yourself to go. No one else can give it to you, and no one else can take it away. Too often, people carry the weight of their past with them as if it defines who they are today. They let mistakes, regrets, failures, and even past traumas become the lens through which they see the world. They operate from a place of history, constantly reliving old narratives that tell them they aren't enough or that their future is doomed to be a repetition of their past. But the truth is that the past is only a chapter in your story. It does not dictate the rest of your journey, unless you let it. Your past can be a powerful teacher, full of lessons learned through experience, but it is not the boss of you. The moment you decide that you are more than your mistakes, your history, and your previous choices, you reclaim your power. What happened yesterday, last year, or even 10 years ago cannot stop you from moving forward unless you allow it. It is you, in the present moment, who decides what kind of life you will live and what you will make of yourself. Too many people live in a state of constant regret, believing that their past actions define their worth or their potential. They become trapped in cycles of, I should have done this differently, or if only I had known better. But regret is a weight that only holds you back. The fact is that you cannot change what has already happened, but you can choose how it affects you moving forward. Every moment is a new opportunity to decide who you want to be and what kind of life you want to live. The past is filled with pain, loss, hurt, betrayal, or rejection. These experiences can leave deep scars that feel impossible to heal. But even in the most painful memories, there is freedom to be found. The wounds of the past don't have to continue to shape your future. Yes, the scars remain, but they do not have to define you. It is your choice whether to be stuck in the pain of the past or to use those experiences as a catalyst for strength, growth, and resilience. Living in the past also prevents you from seeing the present moment clearly. When you are constantly looking back, you miss out on what is happening right in front of you. You miss opportunities, relationships, and new experiences because your mind is anchored in what has already come and gone. The present moment is the only time you can truly take action. The future is built on the decisions you make right now, not on the regrets or failures of the past. Letting go of the past lies in forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Holding on to grudges, mistakes, and past hurts is like carrying around a heavy bag that only gets heavier with time. It's not until you choose to forgive and release the emotional weight that you can truly move forward. Forgiving doesn't mean condoning bad behavior or erasing the past. It means freeing yourself from its grip so you can step into the life you deserve. Easy to let the past control your thoughts and behaviors, but it takes strength and courage to break free from it. Each day is a chance to rewrite your narrative, to break free from old patterns, and to create new, empowering beliefs about who you are and what you are capable of. The stories of the past do not have to determine your future. You can decide in any moment that you are no longer a prisoner to your history, but the author of your own destiny. Letting go of the past is one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself. It is not about forgetting or pretending that your experiences don't matter. It's about choosing to let go of the emotional weight that holds you back. The past may have shaped you, but it does not control you. Your future is not predetermined by your history, and your potential is unlimited. The choice is yours. You can stay stuck in the past, or you can rise above it and create a future that reflects the strength, resilience, and potential that lies within you. Dreams are powerful. They inspire, motivate, and give us a sense of purpose. We all have aspirations, things we long to achieve, places we want to go, and lives we want to build. But here's the hard truth. Without action, those dreams remain nothing more than wishes. Dreams can fill your heart with excitement, but they will not build the life you envision unless you take consistent, deliberate action toward them. No amount of dreaming can replace the effort required to make those dreams a reality. Caught up in the fantasy of what could be, people often spend hours imagining their ideal life, picturing themselves living in success and happiness. But there's a difference between dreaming about success and actually doing the work to achieve it. You can dream of being fit and healthy, but if you never take the time to work out, eat well, or prioritize your health, the dream will stay just that, a dream. It's the work you put in that transforms a vision into reality. Dreaming provides direction, but it's the action you take that propels you forward. Many people fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect time or to start working on their goals. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. Life will always be busy, distractions will always arise, and the conditions will never be ideal. The key is to start with what you have right now and move forward. Every step you take in action builds momentum, creating more opportunities for success, while waiting for the perfect moment only keeps you stuck. Action is also the antidote to fear and doubt. When you dream about something, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the unknowns, the risks, the challenges, the potential for failure. But when you take action, even small steps, you start to move past the fears that hold you back. You prove to yourself that you are capable, that progress is possible. Every action you take, no matter how small, builds your confidence and quiets the voices of doubt. The more you act, the less your fears control you. People who act understand that progress isn't linear. It's not about taking one big leap and landing exactly where you want to be. It's about consistently moving forward, learning from mistakes, adjusting course, and keeping the momentum going. Dreaming is passive. It's thinking about the end result. But action is active. It's doing what needs to be done, even when the path isn't clear, even when things aren't perfect. The process of taking action, failing, and adjusting is what leads to growth and eventual success. Builds resilience. Every time you take a step, you encounter challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. But those obstacles don't define you unless you let them. People who only dream about success are often too afraid to face failure, so they never even try. But those who take action face failure head-on. They know that each setback is just part of the journey, and it's these challenges that ultimately build strength and resilience. Without action, there is no real growth, and without growth, there is no success. Beautiful thing, but it's also a comfort zone. It allows you to picture your future success while avoiding the real work required to make it happen. It's easy to get lost in the daydreams, thinking that just because you're visualizing success, you're actually moving toward it. But action demands discomfort. It demands stepping into the unknown, facing obstacles, and pushing through doubts. Dreaming doesn't challenge you. It's in the doing, in the real-life efforts that force you to evolve, that success is found. It's not enough to dream big. You must act even bigger. Every dream needs a plan of action, a series of steps that will bring it to life. Without action, dreams remain nothing more than fantasies. But when you take deliberate, consistent action toward your goals, you are transforming your dreams into tangible realities. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be, and it is the only thing that will ever take you from vision to victory. Settling is one of the most dangerous things you can do to your potential. It's easy to fall into the trap of contentment, to convince yourself that where you are right now is good enough, that you've done enough, or that you have reached your limit. But settling is not the same as finding peace. It's surrendering to mediocrity. When you settle, you stop striving for more. You stop pushing your boundaries. You stop believing in the possibility of something greater. The truth is, you were not made to settle. You were made to grow, to evolve, and to reach heights you may have once thought were out of your grasp. Embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you step outside of it. Refusing to settle means choosing the path that challenges you, the one that stretches your limits, that requires hard work, persistence, and sometimes even failure. It means pushing through the moments when things get tough and believing that your best self is always ahead of you, waiting to be unlocked. Every time you choose not to settle, you are reinforcing your belief that your potential is greater than your current circumstances. Stems from fear. the fear that you're not worthy of more, or the fear that what you want is out of reach. People settle because they become convinced that what they have is all they deserve or all they will ever get. But when you settle, you give up on the possibility of growth and change. You limit yourself to what's comfortable instead of reaching for what's possible. The people who accomplish extraordinary things in life are those who refuse to accept things as they are. They understand that greatness isn't given, it's earned, and it requires constant effort, belief, and a refusal to settle for anything less than the best. You stop asking the important questions: what do I really want out of life? What are my dreams? What am I capable of? You simply accept the hand you've been dealt, believing that it's enough. But when you refuse to settle, you begin to question everything. You begin to ask yourself how you can create a better future, how you can step into a more meaningful life, how you can push your limits and exceed your own expectations. Refusing to settle is about raising your standards and refusing to accept less than what you deserve. It's about daring to dream bigger, act bolder, and aim higher. Impact the people you surround yourself with. When you settle for less, you start accepting relationships, partnerships, and circumstances that don't serve you or help you grow. You find yourself stuck in environments that reinforce your limitations rather than push you toward your highest potential. When you refuse to settle, you elevate your surroundings. You surround yourself with people who encourage your growth, who challenge your thinking, and who inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Settling for less means lowering your standards for relationships, but refusing to settle means seeking out people who bring out the best in you. Refusing to settle isn't always the easiest. It often involves sacrifice, discomfort, and the willingness to let go of things that no longer serve you. It means letting go of toxic relationships, bad habits, and old belief systems that hold you back. It means facing fears and doubts head on and finding the courage to keep going even when things seem uncertain. But the reward for refusing to settle is a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. It's a life where you are constantly growing, learning, and achieving your highest potential. The road may be difficult, but the payoff is worth it. Most powerful things about refusing to settle is that it forces you to take responsibility for your life. When you settle, you are essentially giving up control. You are telling yourself that your current situation is as good as it gets, and you have no power to change it. But when you refuse to settle, you take full responsibility for your future. You stop waiting for external circumstances to change and begin working toward the life you want. Refusing to settle is about stepping into your power, taking ownership of your choices, and making your dreams a reality, regardless of the obstacles in your way. Heart of refusing to settle is the understanding that you are worthy of more. You are capable of more. Your potential is limitless, and you are not defined by your current situation or past experiences. You were not born to just get by or accept whatever comes your way. You were born to rise, to strive, to push yourself, and to become the person you were always meant to be. When you refuse to settle, you unlock a future full of possibility. A future where your dreams aren't just wishes, but achievements waiting to happen.